Hi everyone, my name is Denise Backmore and I'm with howcraftcollection.com. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create my Dharma earrings. These earrings are created using 22 gauge brass wire and the new Philippine Blackwood 20 millimeter rondelle beads just added to howcraftcollection.com. A complete list of the jewelry making supplies needed to create this project can be found in the DIY library on howcraftcollection.com. Search Dharma earrings. Okay, we're going to start off cutting a piece of 22 gauge wire about 3 inches long. We're going to string our rondelle and we're going to kind of flatten it out there. Then using our round nose pliers, we're going to take it and we're going to make a slight bend. Can you see that? And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So now we have a slight bend. We're going to take the wire and I'm going to wrap it around and then grab my chain nose pliers and wrap 1, 2. With our wire cutters, we're going to trim that. Chain nose pliers, we're going to flatten that out. Okay, can you see how it's a little bit off right here? If you take your chain nose pliers right at the end and go right underneath and just squeeze, it straightens out the wire. So now we're going to make a wrapped loop. We're going to bend the wire back, move the pliers up, bend the wire forward, move the pliers to the side, bend the wire back. We're going to look at it, make sure that it looks good. And now we're going to wrap 1, 2, 3. Take that off. We're going to get our wire cutters and trim the end. Then we're going to flatten out the loop, go back through, tap all the wires down. Okay, there we have the first part. Now we're going to cut another 3-inch length of 22 gauge wire. We're going to string the bead through the center, flatten it out. Using our chain nose pliers, we're going to make that slight bend on each side. Then we're going to wrap the wire, and then we're going to grab our chain nose pliers and wrap 1, 2. Wire cutters. We're going to cut. We're going to tap it down. Getting our round nose pliers. We're just going to do that to make sure the wire is straight. And now we're going to create our wrapped loop. Bend the wire back, move the pliers up, bend the wire forward, move the pliers to the side, bend the wire back. We're going to look at it, switch hands, and then we're going to wrap 1, 2, 3. We're going to take our wire cutters, trim that little end, Mash these all down. We're going to flatten out our loop. Make sure that's nice and straight. Okay, so we have the bottom of the earring completed. So now we're going to go to the top. Once again, approximately 3-inch length of 22 gauge wire. We're going to string our rondelle. We're going to flatten it. Using our round nose pliers, we're going to make that slight bend. Slight bend. We're going to wrap the wire around. One, two. We're going to trim that. And then we're going to use our chain nose pliers to form the wrap loop. Oh wait, did I do this? I don't think I did it. Okay, there, we straightened out our wire. One, bend the wire back, move the pliers up, bend the wire towards you, move the pliers to the side, bend the wires back, switching hands. We're going to wrap 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to cut our wire. We're going to flatten this out. Straighten that. Okay, once again, 3 inches of 22 gauge wire. We're stringing our rondelle, flattening the wires. Then we're getting our round nose pliers and we're forming that little indent. We're turning it to the side, wrapping the wire around. One, two. And let's just look at that. I'm going to flatten this a little bit. And then we're going to straighten the wire. Sometimes if it's a tad off, you can kind of go back in with your pliers and just move it so that it's nice and straight. Now we're going to form our wrapped loop, bending the wire back, moving the pliers up, bending the wire forward, moving the pliers to the side, bending the wire back. We're going to switch hands. We're going to form our wrapped loop. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to trim that little end. We're going to flatten out the loop. Okay, for this one we have to do one more so that it can hold the ear wire. So once again, 3 inches of wire. We're going to string this one to the top. We're going to bend that wire, flip it over, bend the other side. Move it around. We're going to wrap it 1, 2. We're going to trim that wire. Using our round nose pliers, we're just going to go in there and tap it a little bit so it's nice and straight. Okay, now we're going to form our wrapped loop. Bend the wire back, move the pliers up, bend the wire towards you, move the pliers to the side, bend the wire back, switch hands, and now we're going to do our wrap. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to cut that little end off. And we're going to flatten our loop and make sure that that's all tucked in. Okay, so now we're going to go back through and very gently, we're just going to push these wires down. Okay, so there we have our top and our bottom. So now we're going to connect the 2 earring components together. We're going to use a 4mm jump ring. We're going to pick up one end, connect it, and then we're going to close the jump ring. So this is how you open and close the jump ring. You never want to pull it apart. Okay, we're going to set that down. We're going to pick up our other jump ring. And we're going to connect the 2 ends. We're going to close our jump ring. Now we're going to attach the ear wire. You open an ear wire loop the same way you would open a jump ring. So we're going to open that. And let's do this little trick real quick. Okay, so you see how the ear wire, or the top of the earring is, the loop is going this way. We want it to be going this way. So we're just going to take it and we're going to turn it. And now it's facing the proper direction. We're going to open up our ear wire. We're going to attach it. And we're going to close it. And then here is our finished earring. You can also create the 3-row earring by adding a second bead and putting 4 of the wrap loops and then connecting them that way. We also have my Dharma bracelet that was just added. This little component right here was created the same way as the earrings. And then this is the Dharma necklace. I really love these new nut beads. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Visit howcraftcollection.com for other fun video projects, and have a great day.